let's get right into it. This video was supposed to come out earlier this week, but life be lifing. Life be lifing. So it's coming out today. I'm trying to get it out before this. And by today, I say 9/5/2025. I'm trying to get it out before this Louisville GMD game, but we're gonna get into that. First, let's recap last week. Alabama versus FSU. I had minus 13.5. This one hurt. This one hurt real bad because as you can see by the score, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close to no Alabama minus 13.5. In fact, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Just know we lost this one. But we had the over here, right? We had the over here. So Syracuse versus Tennessee, we had the over. It don't even matter what the line was, man. They put up 70 points. The over damn sure wasn't 70 points. I think it was like 55 or so. But either way, smack. We take that. So 1-1. We also had Miami Hurricanes money line, right? It was a good game. It was a close game. Nice little Sunday night football to get us into the, to finish out our week there. Well, I guess the UNC game finished out our week, but that wasn't really a game. But this finished out our week 1. Bang. That's 2-1. Week 1, right? We want to keep that going. We want to stay positive. We want to keep smacking these plays. So as you can see, I got a couple other tabs up on screen. Let's get right into it. First of all, actually, this is not first of all. I'm missing the game. This game right here. I'm missing 2 games actually. Let's get into it. Let's add them. Nope. Let's add them. All right. Quick little intermission. Yeah, let's start there. Louisville versus James Madison Dukes. This is the reason why I want to get this out before this game start because I like Louisville and James Madison Dukes. I like the line. I believe. Let me double check the line for you guys. Let me see if ESPN had it up. They did not because they suck. But let me double check the line. I should have had this prep, but I'm rushing, man. Just trying to get these videos out for you guys. So you guys, don't miss these plays. So the line is 54.5. I do like that over. Altered if you want, to put it in a parlay or something. But playing that as a straight, I'll put half, maybe a unit on it. I like that over. Right. Next game, Northern Illinois versus University of Maryland. I watched Maryland last week versus FAU, and I looked into NIU and their opening game. I really do like Maryland to cover, right? Obviously, they're going to win this football game. If they lose or if they don't cover, I'll be very surprised. The line is 16.5. I do like that. Maybe you can find it cheap. I'm looking on FanDuel. Maybe you can find it better. Another app or so. But I do like that line, and I do think Maryland can cover. I would not put a full unit on this though. I would definitely go half a unit, but I do think they can cover. All right. Next game, we are just rolling, guys. We are just rolling because we had some foolishness last week. A couple of videos didn't come out on time, so I was the one committing foolishness. We got to get this going. We got to start off strong. We got to keep this going this week, next week, and every week after that. Illinois versus Duke, big game, right? Big game for Duke here, right? They had a interesting opening week. Illinois had a strong opening week, right? Altmaier looked good, right? Illinois win this game. Let me see what the actual line is. If I could find it, it's a 12 p.m. game. What they saying? Iowa. For some reason, I can't find this line. I'll give it 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And the 2 seconds are over. Oh, I just saw it. Here I am committing more foolishness. Bro, I typed Duke. Show me Duke. Again, I apologize. This should have been prepared earlier. I just found it again. All right, Illinois versus Duke. Illinois is a minus 138 and they're 2.5 point favorite. I like them to cover 2.5 points. So you can play that as well if you want, but I'm personally gonna play that money line. But I do like them to cover minus 2.5. So you heard it. All right, Iowa Hawkeyes versus Iowa State Cyclones. Rivalry. Anything can happen in a rivalry. Anything can happen in any game, but rivalry games are special, right? Especially with two storied programs like Iowa State and Iowa. In Iowa, right? It's gonna be a big game. It's gonna be a massive game, as it always is. But with that being said, you guys see what I see. Iowa State's winning this game. They won it last year by a point. I think they win it by more than a point this year. Let me go ahead and find that line. Elevator music. Cue the elevator music, man. Hopefully when we bigger and we can afford editors and stuff, we can cue some elevator music. We ain't there yet, though. So Iowa State is minus 162. They also have a spread of minus 3.5. I like them to minus 3.5 might be pushing it. I do like it. I could see them winning by a touchdown. If it was minus 2.5, I would nuke it. Like I said, it's a rivalry game. So even though I do think Iowa State's the better team and they have the much stronger chance to win, it is a rivalry. So Iowa can make it interesting, pull out some trick plays that they wouldn't pull out in a regular game, just because it's a rivalry. It means more, right? It means more. So I like that minus 162. I don't know if that's something I play straight. I might pair that with something else, but I like that line, right? I like that. So next game, Virginia versus NC State, right? This is a interesting game, right? Both teams had some interesting week ones, but they're both 1-0. I like the over. Let me go ahead and double check on that over for you guys. Again, I'm committing foolishness, so by not being as ready as I'm supposed to be. But the line is 54.5. I like 54.5. I do think they cover that. Between both teams, I could see some touchdowns here. So, yeah, give that one a spin. All right, and I do think that's everything I have for you guys today. Right, again, I just wanted to get this out before this James Madison versus Louisville game, because I did have that line for you guys, but I think we can work with this. I think we can work with this for a little video. I do hope that you guys see this in time. Right, the game starts soon. I'm posting it right after I finish talking here. So let me finish talking. How about that? See you guys. I hope we catch this weekend and no foolishness. Thank you. See you next week.